Hello everyone! Welcome to day 12 of our 13 nights of Poe. It is a little bit later in the day, but honestly this morning just got away from me. I had three different Halloween blankets that I am working on, one of which is this little baddie. Yes, I have tons and tons of these squares to work up. I am a little bit behind. Almost all of them are done. I just need to assemble them together. And I had some Halloween movies going, just cycling through it, and before I knew it, it is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, if you were also wondering if I was doing this project along with you every day, the answer is yes. I have been doing this with you. It also goes to show that this is a very relaxed crochet and knit along. Whenever you have time to work on it, that's the perfect time. Just because I was able to get it done a little bit earlier most of the days, I knew it was gonna happen one day, that it was gonna be later and we were gonna be having PM coffee together because I do have pumpkin spice latte still. This is actually so cold at this moment in time. It has been sitting here. I've just been like re-pouring cold coffee on top of it because I've been too lazy to make another one. So I might have to do an entirely new pot and or make some of my graveyard garland tea. That kind of sounds better at this point in time. Bag 12, we have, yes, a knit sticker, and we have, it's a bag liner. Were you able to guess? Like by this point in time, were you like, yes, it is totally going to be a bag after I saw the cross stitch, after I've been working it up, plus the size and the height and everything all together and the fact that it was being folded in half. Did you guess it was going to be a bag? A lot of you did, honestly, and thank you so much for shouting it out. Like, that's what we wanted. This is an interactive crochet and knit along. Throw out those guesses. This is gonna be on the inside of the bag, just to add a little extra support. I personally don't know what I'm going to use mine for. Originally, I thought a Notion bag, and then a couple of days ago, I was like, well, it's a trick-or-treat bag, so it should have candy in it, right? I bought a couple of bags of candy just to have in hand for this specifically, and I mean, like, the inside of this, you can hold a decent amount of candy. Either way, the extra support is going to be super nice. Clue number 7 is the same for knit and crochet. So we're both going to be doing the same thing, which is the things that we're going to need: a sharp needle, cotton liner, and it says the yarn that we started with, so the Nevermore. If you don't have any of the Nevermore left, use whatever you have available. I actually might be using some of the Raven. I have both of my teas here. That's what that noise is. I might be using some of this just on the side of it because I personally like the extra bit of pop and color. So again, it just shows you, like, make this your own project. Just because it says that doesn't mean you have to follow it exactly. If you want to, go for it. But I think that I'm going to use this one to seam up the sides. So stitch the bottom of the project together. A steam iron is helpful in setting the duplicate and or cross stitch and keep the edges from rolling while you attach the cotton liner. So today it is super helpful if you blocked it yesterday. If you didn't though and you want to just keep rolling, you don't want to wait, that's totally fine. Go ahead and use it. Just know that you're gonna have to work with it a little bit. It's okay if it seems like the sizing of the liner is off. So this is kind of a one size fits most project bag type of liner. So this wasn't specifically chosen for the size to match the project that we have. Honestly, when I did the original version of this, which is back when we were chit-chatting about it, I had to like squish it up a little bit. First, I just need to take out all of my T-pins. Whoa. Probably my favorite part of blocking, because you can see when I pull the pins out, it all stays in place, folded up, and that is our Poe trick-or-treat bag. Close up both of the sides. You can follow along here, use whatever yarn you want, and the needle using the mattress stitch, that would work really well, and or whatever stitch you want to use to close it. I personally like using the zigzag stitch, so I'm going to continue to use my 4mm crochet hook, a little bit of Raven, and zigzag both of these sides closed.
If you like a big statement stitch, pulling the bag together, a zigzag stitch is totally the way to go. And the fact that I use the raven and there's like little bits of almost raven in the tweed of the Nevermore, I love it. For the liner, we want to flip it inside out in order to seam it together because this is the side that we want to see. Whenever I put the things that I have in my Notion bag, this is the part. So kind of push out the sides here a little bit. And you can see the liner is a little bit bigger than my Notion bag that I have, and that is totally okay. Just means it's going to give it a little bit of a give, especially if I have something heavier in here. It's not going to be so tight on all of the stitches. So this just goes inside. Line everything up. Actually, I should probably do this side on the seam. It doesn't matter, however you want the liner to go in. For the running stitch, we're just going to pull this needle and yarn all the way through front to back and make sure that we're staying in the same row so that everything is nice and even. Just like that. Continue to work that all the way around until the liner is attached onto the bag.
Thanks for hanging out with me today, ghouls. I will see you again tomorrow for our final day of the 13 Nights of Poe, which we will not be in the yarn dungeon. We are going to travel back to Muse 2320, where it all started, have a little chit chat with Sarah, probably drink some tea, and show off our finished Poe trick-or-treat bags. I hope you have a super cozy rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow.